pew. Pew, 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 pew. Pew, pew, pew. Pew, 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 pew. Pew, 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 pew.
Pew, 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 pew.
Thank you, because we didn't know any words after that, or the rhythm of the song.
We
after
don't.
that.
I guess there weren't words. It was mostly.
Well, I mean, we're
just-
basing it off of words.
Yeah.
And neither one of us knew
The song we just made
how
up
the
on the
song
spot.
just-
We just made that song up.
Yeah, it was totally original.
Yeah, you should check us out.
It was just running through our heads all day.
Yeah, it's good. It's good to be back, guys.
It's so good to be
I missed
back.
you guys. I missed you guys. I
God.
saw Robert yesterday, but we've been texting, but
Yeah.
I've seen Robert a couple times during the break, but still, not really. I guess yesterday was the first time I'd seen you in like a week and a half or so.
Yeah, yesterday was the first time since we saw each other since the
I
spectacular.
guess
I think.
we've been texting though,
Yeah.
over the break.
This
Robert
is the
and I-
first time I've seen you guys since the last time I saw you guys.
Yeah, that is true. That is also true. Pat, you may not know this, but Robert and I did a little work over the break. Some best ofs. Robert's chopping up vids.
Oh, you
I'm
had a
chopping
break?
up
That's
some
nice.
sound.
That's cool.
And I mean, you did too. You had 2
I mean,
weeks
I
off
did.
of the podcast, really. if
That's
you
not a
think about
break.
it.
That's torture.
Yeah, I like there's things that happen. It's like, okay, well, I want to go add it to my not cool. Oh, fuck, we don't have one today. We don't have one this week. And then last week, Pat was like, so are we doing one tomorrow? I was like, oh, no, man.
It kind of broke my heart a little bit. I
It
was
is like-
really,
yeah.
I was ready to
I was
jump
like,
back in.
But okay, I guess I'll see.
I had forgotten about the best of
Guess I'll
episode,
see you next week then, buddy.
which
Well,
I listened to and I was laughing my ass off.
it was a lot. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. All right, this is where you been.
Where you been? 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 Where you gone? Where you gone? Since you been gone? Where you been? Where you been? Where you been?
I'll start off, I guess. I feel like I've been a lot of places. I've been doing all kinds of stuff. I had off work the last 2 weeks, not to brag, since the 20th, since the day of the Spooktacular until the 6th of January. I did not have to technically go in, like wake up to go into work. I had to go into work to do a couple of things, but it was kind of at my own
It was on
leisure.
Alex's time.
Yeah, which was nice. Which is nice. It's like I can go do that at like 2 in the afternoon. Like after like I Uber there from like a brunch. I didn't go to a brunch, but I could have done that just because I could have. So that was tight. I spent Christmas with the family. Obviously we did the Spooktacular, but you guys were there, so that's like since then, I guess. That was awesome. Thanks again to everybody that came out to the Spooktacular. That was a lot of fun. So yeah, did Christmas with the family. Hung out with my brother for New Year. His birthday is December 31st. So he and I and his boys and Emma went to Chili's. It's any place that where a lot of people celebrate.
Classy.
And we went with the Triple Dipper. I told you guys, you live and die with that Triple Dipper, and we were Trip Dip life for forever. So
You should make Trip Dip shirts.
Dip.
Trip Dip.
We're all about that Trip Dip life. I feel like it's the best deal you can get at Chili's.
All
And
about the
Chili's,
deal.
if you want to sponsor us, come on, let's go. Sponsor us. Do it.
You sponsor us and I will drop this keto in a second.
Yeah, there you go. Then just watching a lot of sports. I saw Star Wars.
Ooh.
That was pretty solid. I was happy with that. I mean, like it's very,
I loved it.
It's very Disneyfied compared to the other one, the originals.
Whatever, I
And
loved it.
and like I'm not one of those people that's like, oh, well, it's not the exact same, so I hate it. Like I get what it is. It's like I want to see the story continue. I like seeing that they did that and they had to put it to an end at somehow.
We're still
I'm
not throwing
upset
any
with anything.
spoilers
Yeah.
for you guys because we know there's still a couple that haven't seen it.
Yeah, Luke's so dead though. Like I can't believe Luke
Well,
died.
that happened in the last one.
No, I know. It's just like somebody I would like to think is like, I can't believe he's spoiling it or something. No, but it was a good movie, and then I just kind of got sucked back into like the video game world because like when you have a lot of time during the day,
Yup.
you do that. Red Dead Redemption Online, had only been playing story mode, digging the online that they've set up at this point, and then went to a Rockets game on Friday night with my brother. Got him those tickets as like that's the nice little is the piggyback or the boomerang gift where it's like, oh hey, I got you this, but also there's 2 tickets and I'm going with you. So I got us some sick Rocket seats. We're gonna go see him play the Sixers. That was tight, and they won, and that was a lot of fun. Got to ride a pedicab after the game too. It's been a minute since I was on a pedicab. Took a pedicab to the bar. It was just like, all right, let's do this. Like I'm fucking
Nice.
down. Got just blitzed. We were I showed up to my brother's house and he had one of those Trulies, the hard seltzers.
I love
but he
those.
had like the tall boy version of it. So I was like,
Oh, yeah.
he's ready to fuck around. Let's do this. And I had a couple of winter warmers I had left from New Year's Eve over at my brother's house still. So I was chugging 2 of those, and those will get you started off pretty nicely. And then we just went and we were pounding a couple beers before the game. During the game, we just kept double fisting. And then at one point, I had to be like, man, I need you to chug this because you're bigger than me, and I cannot keep drinking like this. So did that. That was a lot of fun. And then that's pretty much where I've been. Shout out West Ham. Let's go. Go you Irons.
Yeah. All right. So I'll, you covered a lot of this too. Saw Star Wars. Loved it. Other than my dad's friend talking to the movie during the movie, but he's just kind of a dick and he likes to do that shit to piss people off. But I'm actually kind of shocked I haven't seen it a second time yet.
Yeah,
so
I kind of want to see it again too.
It's just weekends are football, and I've had a bunch of yard work that I've been doing
been
lately.
big weekends of football too. It's not just like a casual.
So it's not I haven't
whatever.
had time. But that watched all of the Mandalorian because I got Disney Plus. Not to brag.
I started it, did not finish it.
Fucking,
yet.
I love it.
Pretty solid. From what I've
love
seen.
it. Love it. Also on Disney Plus, X-Men the animated series is on there, so I've been watching a bunch of that. That's my bedtime show. So a lot of times it'll take me 3 nights to finish one episode because I'll fall asleep 10 minutes in.
Right.
But dude, X-Men the animated series, I feel like I'm back in my childhood, except for the fact that I'm usually drinking whiskey in bed while watching it. So that's not like childhood. But
it could be.
Super fucking pumped to watch this shit. Wolverine's a dick. So yeah, Star Wars, X-Men, Mandalorian, re-listen to the best of. I was fucking dying laughing. Gonna have a not cool come up later pertaining to that though, but we'll get to that later.
Okay. The best of I do go back and listen to portions of Pass the Gravy because obviously I'm editing stuff up sometimes, and we get clips that we play later on, and I mean there was stuff that I had completely blacked out. I don't always go back and listen to the whole episode though, but I always make a point to, especially because I spend fucking hours working on the best of, I always make a point to go make sure I listen to the full thing. And then I listened to that and I watched the video version that Robert made, which is not the exact same at all. So he's got a lot of different bits that we did during the year too. So if you haven't seen one, or if you haven't watched one or listened to one, go listen.
That's
to both.
right. That's what I still need to do the video. So I'll get on.
Robert
that.
did a really good job with it.
I'll get on that tonight and tomorrow because I got time. So celebrated Christmas with my family. Unfortunately, we did it on Saturday. Another not cool. I'll get to later.
You just did do it Christmas? Something happened?
I'll get to it. I'm still heated about it.
It's called tease,
I
guys.
worked New Year's Eve, but it was cool because I got out of work at I think it was 11:52.
Nice.
So I'm driving home down I-10 as it hits midnight. So I'm driving, and I think last year I did this too. It was maybe it was 4th of July last year that I worked, and there's just fireworks going off all over both sides.
place.
So it was cool as shit driving home seeing
Yeah.
that. And plus, I don't celebrate New Year's Eve anyway, so I was like, yeah, I'll fucking work. I don't give a shit. And, that's where I've been.
That's where you've been. Let's move on to our next segment. They are the official sponsor of our Comeback Kid of the Week segment. And if you're new to the podcast, welcome to the podcast. If you're already listening and you've already been listening, then this is just where we shoehorn in what's been going on in the world, where we want to talk about it. And this is just, we're going to put under the umbrella of, hey, it's a Comeback Kid that's not been in the news, and now it's in the news again. So here we go. This is our Comeback Kid segment.
It's the Comeback Kid. The Comeback Kid of the Week. The Comeback Kid of the Week. Bitch.
Boom. Still, our first Comeback Kid of the year is Ricky Gervais.
Oh, yes.
And I was going to go with award shows, but Ricky Gervais, I feel like, was just talked about so much because...
Does anybody know anything else that happened during that award show? Correct answer is no.
They were all served vegan-friendly meals, and there was not a meat option. I knew that.
Yeah, I would have been fucking
I did
pissed.
know that.
I would have brought in my own steak.
It was all just Impossible Whoppers is what it was. What if that was really what it was?
But that's not gluten-free.
Brought to you by BK. Well, you can eat it without the bun. If you really want
so
to.
I have to take the bun off myself.
Yeah, you do. But Ricky Gervais, he hosted the Golden Globes and then was trying to just kind of I'm pretty woke to this stuff because I feel like it was 100% the award show numbers have been down, so all the writers look, we got to make fun of these guys over here. We got to really go at them. And Ricky Gervais is the guy's I don't really give a fuck if you like me. I don't care. Yeah. Whatever. And so we're gonna just make him go balls to the wall.
Part of me thinks though that was just him.
I don't know.
I
think
I'm
it's
sure
all
he has
gonna
writers
approved.
and there's people that do it, but everything he said seems like something that Ricky would have just tweeted anyway.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he needed any writer help.
I don't know.
I want to believe that he didn't tell them what he was going to say. But like,
I think he
but I
has
think
to.
they knew that they were like, Ricky, do you want to do it one more time? And he was like, no, I'm fucking done. And they're like, Ricky, if you do it one more time, we're going to pay you more and we'll let you say whatever you want to. We won't review or cut anything. And he was like, are you fucking sure?
Because he told everybody to come up and accept their award, thank their agent and whoever their god was, and then just
fuck
get
off.
the fuck off. Like, get the fuck out. Like, just wrap it the fuck up. Nobody cares about your political thing. And like, he was like, nobody, like, you guys have no business telling other people like what they should and shouldn't be doing. Like, you're so out of touch with real people. Why are you doing that?
The best was when he did a Weinstein didn't kill himself joke.
Epstein, yeah.
Or Epstein. And everyone groaned, and he goes, yeah, he's your friend.
I know he's
I
your
don't
friend.
fucking care. He goes, you all knew it was happening. Fuck you.
That was funny. And it was funny, the people that you could tell were upset when you just see the reactions, and it's like, ooh.
I can't
Adam
think of his
Driver
name
was
right now.
laughing his ass off
Laughing
when
his
the
ass-
Epstein
There was
one.
this old white guy that I can't think of his name or what he was in, but you've seen him in 100 things, and he was not laughing at all. Like, you could tell he just thought that was so
He was best friends with Jeffrey
inappropriate.
Epstein.
Yeah, probably.
But yeah, then who he was making fun of Leonardo DiCaprio dating young girls or whatever, and
Probably the best opening monologue I've ever heard.
I didn't watch the whole thing, but just,
It's only 7.5 minutes,
That's
dude.
all that Twitter was about that night, and the next day, that's all everybody was talking about. But Ricky Gervais is back. I like Ricky Gervais. I think he's funny. I just think that, like, I definitely think that was like written in there. Like, all right, we got to turn things around because I think next year you're gonna have like the ratings are gonna go up because people are like, okay, well they make fun of these people, so let's do that instead of just being like, oh, how brave of you to play like,
Which is dumb because all that happened was he got shit on by a bunch of woke articles, and they don't realize nobody's going to tune in next year to see not Ricky. Even if it's somebody controversial, we're still not going to watch. We're just going to wait for all the clips on Twitter.
Exactly, and that's what most people I feel like do now, anyways.
Like, you're a bullshit. Like, all it is award season is everyone who's in Hollywood jerking themselves off about how great they are and how smart they are.
Yeah, but
Nobody cares about watching that.
It is true that like the billionaires and millionaires that are living in those fancy houses out in LA on top of the cliffs or whatever it is, like
The Hollywood Hills.
the Hollywood Hills, you don't really have a great like feel for like the average everyday working man. I'm not saying that they don't work hard on their movies, but it's like you don't really have a great like feel for like the plumber that's going house to house doing stuff and all of that shit, or the teacher. Like, you don't really, I don't feel like you're on that level. So don't tell them how to live their lives.
Oh.
And I was glad somebody finally said that.
You know what
shit.
the second best thing about the Golden Globes was? Did you see
How gold it was?
Chris Evans' interview when he was shit-faced?
No.
Somebody tweeted it. He sounds and acts exactly like Charlie from It's Always Sunny. I'll send it to you later. Dude, it's the funniest fuck. And I'm not like, he wasn't a little tipsy. He was shit-faced on the red carpet talking to this woman. And you could tell, like, afterwards, his publicist must have been like, oh no, until one person tweeted out that he sounds exactly like Charlie Day, and it saved the
just
whole
run with
fucking
that.
thing.
Just run with
He
that.
didn't say anything bad.
Yeah,
He was
drunk.
just very drunk.
He was having a good time.
Fucking next to Ricky, funniest fucking thing out
One other thing that I thought the Golden Globes really made me feel good about was just like when you see somebody holding a Golden Globe, don't you just kind of like
I couldn't tell you what one looks like.
well, yeah, just go look it up. If you see somebody holding a Golden Globe or anything in an award show, you're like, that's not a Gravy Award. Like, what are you doing?
What is that cheap piece of shit?
Okay, like, whatever. And, like, we got people like Todd Voss and Stephanie Baow and Skylar Lester and Josh Tree out there and Keith with, like, showing that they
Shout out
guys are
Josh
on
putting it on the mantle.
They
I
put
saw
it right
that
in the
picture. That
middle
was
of the
great.
mantle, too. I know Skylar and Todd have theirs at work. I'm not sure where
Represent.
Stephanie's is, but, like, yeah, they all, like, they're all proudly displaying.
Probably her dog's chew toy.
Their Gravies
Which is a
awards.
great use of the award.
Yeah.
You making a
Anything for
puppers
dogs.
happy?
Yeah. PTG is
All about it.
100% pro dog.
Oh, if she wants one next year, maybe we just make her especially a dog.
We
chew
just
toy.
make a dog bone, just a dog bone for her. The dog bone award, dog carer.
I'm pretty sure she'd like that more.
Yeah.
We gotta work for it.
Our next comeback kid is Fraud, cause Fraud is, I don't know if it is back, but dating checks by abbreviating 2020 as just 20. So if like you were like 1, 8, 20, people can now go and just insert any of the last two
2017,
digits and be like, oh, it was a 2018, 2019 check. And so it can fuck with you. So don't do that, I guess.
I saw one thing about it.
I don't write checks, so I'm
And then the next day, I told some of my coworkers, I was like, hey, just something to think about, blah, blah, blah. And I didn't think anything else about it. And then I started seeing tweets like 2-3 days later of people like, yeah, we fucking get it. We've seen it 100 times now. Stop. And I was like, I only saw it one time. Is this really out there that much?
I saw it a
that
couple
people
times.
started to get pissed off, enough to be pissed off about it that you're seeing it everywhere.
We need to do let's try and start something online where we just try and tell somebody like very basic information, like when Ryan tells Pam and Jim not to shake the baby. Like we need to come up with like, hey, don't touch the hot stove.
If you've got a baby daughter, make sure you wipe front to back, not back to front.
Guys, always remember that you don't put your hand on the stove while it's on.
Guys, don't stick forks into light sockets.
But I'll make like a meme and then we'll all just like post it and be like, share to spread the word. And then people will be like, that's obvious, dude. Like, what?
Guys, always use lube.
So, yeah, Fraud is a comeback kid, and hopefully it doesn't rear its ugly head anymore this year because fuck Fraud, right? Fuck frauds. Another comeback kid is J.J. Watt, or J.J. Watt, as they say. He came back from a torn pec muscle and was pretty solid in the Texans' win over the Bills.
Had the game-changing play.
Mostly in the second half. He was kind of quiet in the first half. Wasn't bad in the first half.
But they sucked, and then he got that sack, and it
changed the game.
The definition of a momentum changer.
Changed the game, and then, Deshaun Watson, somehow not being ripped in half by two guys trying to sack him at the same time.
I've seen it 100 times, still can't understand. Actually, I think
I thought he was his legs and his head were going to be in opposite ways.
The guy hit him from the left, and I feel like the guy hitting him from the right, the second guy that hit him, actually knocked him back
spun
upright.
Him around enough, yeah.
If the second guy had not hit him, it would have been a sack. The guy would have hit him and he would have gone down.
He would have just been down.
But the second guy hit him and it just counteracted the first hit
just
perfect enough. It was just one of those plays of Deshaun where you're just like, dude, you're not a human.
Yeah. And then also he's back in the news because he called out a local Houston station that his girlfriend, fiance Kaylee O'Hay, I believe, she got traded from the Houston Dash National Women's Soccer League team to the Chicago Red Stars, and that happened, I think, Monday or so. But JJ called out on Tuesday, ABC 13 in Houston, that said JJ Watt's fiance traded from Dash to Chicago Stars. That had not been the headline I saw. I had seen a previous headline from another outlet that said Kaylee O'Hay, Dash superstar, JJ Watt's fiance traded to Stars, and I was like, okay. And I thought people were upset with that. Like, why do they even need to mention that she's JJ Watt's fiance? And I on Monday I was like, well, because people know, because
that's a story.
People are gonna and this is a business for clickbait as well. And it's not saying that's clickbait, but it's
putting JJ Watt in there will
you
get you
search JJ Watt's fiance's name will pop up at some point, and that article will generate at a certain point on a search if you did that. So that's one reason. Also, Keely O'Hay is awesome at soccer, but just I feel like more people know who JJ Watt is than her, and I don't think it was them trying to besmirch her, if that's what it is, or trying to tarnish her name, or saying she's not worthless, or she's saying she's worthless without JJ Watt. But they're like, oh, hey, this is Kaylee O'Hay was traded from the Dash to the Red Stars, and instead of somebody being like, I have no idea who that is, they're like, oh, no, that's JJ Watt's girlfriend got traded. Then more people are inclined to click it, I think. And I think that's why. But straight up just saying, JJ Watt's fiance traded to Red Stars. Yeah, that's a little bit of a low blow.
Said,
and I understood that.
He said this is I don't remember if he said trash or garbage, but I think he said this is a trash headline, blah, 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 blah. And they actually responded.
They apologized.
Yeah, they did. They responded like, you know what, you're 100% right. We're sorry. It was a bad headline. Blah, blah, blah. We love you. We love her. We're just, we fully apologize. Which, it was a good apology. And they were, you could tell, somebody just wrote it up real quick, trying to be like, oh, this is how people will know her.
You just had people, they were super worried. It's like, well, why can't women get the recognition in this and it's like, you were right in that instance. She should not be referred to as only JJ Watt's fiance. But saying Kaylee O'Hay JJ Watt's
but
fiance.
her fiance is one of the biggest sports stars in all of America.
That gets people to pay more attention to it, and it's not. I'm not saying it's right, but that's just kind of how like that worked, I guess.
This happened with Julie and Zach Ertz last year.
And then I saw somebody the other day, and I don't like to comment back. Like I don't ever comment on political posts on Facebook, and I try not to comment on just posts with like, just tell me one like woke post. But she was like, just give me one example where a man was referred to as a female's as a female's husband or fiance or boyfriend.
Stedman.
Well, but no, in sports. They were talking about it in sports, and I was like, Travis Brown. He's married to Ronda Rousey, and every single goddamn time Travis Brown was on a card, they're like, Ronda Rousey's husband, is he going to be able to live up to Ronda Rousey's expectations? Who knows? We'll find out tonight. That was everything. And I was like, that is a very specific one, but like that is like,
yeah.
I'm not saying it's exclusive to just men and women. Like if you have a badass chick that's awesome at her sport and she's one of the best in the world at her sport, and you also play that same sport or you play another sport, people are going to refer to you as her dude. Kind of like the Stedman thing, but I'm saying in sports, I was like
Aaron
Travis
Rodgers.
Brown.
Most people know him as Danica Patrick's boyfriend.
Or boyfriend, yeah. Not husband.
I mean, not many people know who Aaron Rodgers is. Or
Very
actually,
true. Nobody knows.
After everyone got pissed off about Julie Ertz being referred to as Zach Ertz's wife, and he even did it too, then just to like piss off woke people, a bunch of the dudes at Barstool started calling him Julie Ertz's husband.
That's why on the morning show today when I was reporting it about the JJ thing, I was like, well, Keely Ohai's fiance reported that he was unhappy about the way that they referred to his fiance in a headline. And then Rod was like, well, I was like, JJ Watt. It's JJ Watt. Maybe you've heard of him. But
Rod, you're part of the problem.
No, he was playing into it. But JJ Watt, comeback kid because of those two things. And like,
Keely Ohai is a comeback.
Keely Ohai,
kid
always a comeback kid because she's
Love
great.
her.
She's great. Although she did leave our Dash, and everybody knows favorite women's soccer team is the Dash.
A quick future news. Now that she's not in our city, JJ Watt can just go back to spending 100% of his time on football. Which remember when he got engaged, or before that, everyone was like, "Oh, he's so good because he doesn't have to worry about a woman or anything." And then he got engaged and like he got injured, and people were like, "Well,
what if he doesn't get
now,
hurt?"
Now he can spend all of his time on that. Except for like maybe
year?
when she just flies in or he flies in there to see her, and boom, JJ Watt next year Defensive Player of the Year. I'm calling it.
Just a quick weekend
future
bang.
news: JJ Watt 2020 Defensive Player of the Year.
I'll bet against you on that one. But
no, it's future news.
Yeah,
this is news that has already happened in the future.
That's true. Okay. All right, this is our not cool segment, and Ladelettes, you guys wanna play that intro again? You ready? You ready for it? Let's go.
Not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool. Dude, that's not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool.
Pat, what's your not cool?
I've got a couple. So my first not cool.
I'm sorry, we got on a cart tangent, guys.
Is you?
Whoa.
You are my not cool.
Whoa.
Because when I pulled up the prep sheet this week, Alex had written, Pat goes.
It was a fucking typo.
Pat,
okay?
No, it was not a typo. You just misread things. But it's still
Which
you're
makes
not
it a
cool.
typo.
So Alex goes, Pat goes 3-1 on his picks last week. And I see it and I text him and I go, hey, I did not go 3-1. I went 4-0. And he goes, no, you had the under. I have it saved right here. He goes,
Saints
no,
under.
You had the Saints Vikings
under
over. Over. You said I had the over. And I was like, no, dude.
In my mind, I
had the
just
under.
thought you did, and so I was doing
which
that.
Which is funny because most people pick overs. I am notoriously an under picker.
Well,
I pick unders when I do these.
I have in my phone, I have all of our PTG picks, and I was doing it off of memory, so I didn't type it out the way that it really was.
So he writes that, and he texts me back, goes, no, dude, you have the over. And before I can even like text me back, he goes, wait, nope, I read that wrong.
Because then I pulled it up and I looked at it.
And I was like, yeah, motherfucker. So
and I was like, just fucking adjust it.
Right
nobody else saw it.
Yeah.
Nobody would have even known about it if you hadn't said this.
Yeah, but that's not cool. You're trying to fuck with my record.
I wasn't trying to.
So then today in the prep sheet, when it comes to the like the overall record, I go, oh, I forgot to change this. And Alex goes, oh, I already changed it. And I was like, oh, so I'm just supposed to take your word for it? When you've already tried to fuck me?
If you want to go calculate it again, you can.
I'm definitely not going to do that. All right. So my next...
And then was it Robert? Then our prep sheet puts also Alex as not cool.
No, hold on. So I have another one. So my next not cool...
Against me again?
Is Alex again.
God damn it.
Because listening back to the not cool segment, and Robert, I need your backup on this one, or to the best of. I'm going to absolutely shit on your take again that you don't celebrate wild card wins in baseball. Or all that, because hey,
that was our most heated argument all year.
Hold on. In the National League, who won the wild card play-in game and celebrated it? Robert?
Kind of looks a little silly though after you have a World Series.
No, exactly. Who won it? It was the Nationals. Who won the World Series? The fucking Nationals. So you celebrate
Well, thank God they got 14 celebrations the whole way there.
Yeah. You know why you celebrate it? Because you had no fucking chance. You get there, you celebrate every other step. If they had not won that game, they would not have won the fucking World Series. That's why you celebrate, because every fucking advancement
I hope every game the Roughnecks win, they just have a celebration.
No,
with champagne in the locker room afterwards.
Another
That's
not
what
cool.
They should do.
You again, because you still don't fucking get it.
I don't
You are
care
3 times the not cool.
I'm not cool.
God,
I'm
no.
cool. I'm very cool.
No, fuck you. Okay, also,
cool.
I'll get off this now. Not cool, my sister.
Just specific people are not cool.
Yes,
this week
specific.
for Pat.
Okay, because you know what? Remember how I said very early in the episode I celebrated Christmas, but I celebrated on that Saturday?
Yeah.
So because my sister had to work, and but she
has a job
for the first time ever, she was bringing her dogs up to my parents' place so that we could all be together at the same time.
Uh-huh.
First of all, she's not cool because then we had to keep my parents' dogs penned up away from her fucking dogs the whole time, which is bullshit because Brady's super aggressive and he'll kill things. Even though he's super old right now and he doesn't have a lot of energy to do that. But her dog, Coco, that I love, is also a bitch. So like she loves people, but other dogs she gets iffy. So we're like,
but that is
we're
weird
not even
though,
gonna chance
when
it.
it's like not your like it's like I'll take my dog. I'll take Wheezy to my brother's house, and like when we leave, I usually will just put Wheezy in my brother's room, and his dog roams around the house, and we'll just close his door. And it's like I don't think Boozy would hurt Wheezy at all, but Boozy's a fucking pit bull, and Wheezy's a small dog, so it's like. Boozy could if she wanted to. I don't think she would, but it's like I don't know how Wheezy's gonna act when I'm not here. And I've had friends that had like Chihuahuas and like Rottweilers or whatever. And it was like, oh, and her dog got attacked by my dog, and it was like the 3rd time that we had ever left him alone, and I didn't know. And I was like, I'm not ever gonna let that happen. But it's like it sucks when you go to somebody else, like when somebody else comes to your house and then you have to control your dog. And it's like my dog. I'm not saying your dog's jumping on everybody, but it's like when your dog has to get penned up because some other dog's at their house. It's like that's not cool.
Yeah. Well,
also, like if I went over to your house, like Pat, I just need you to stay in the guest room of your own house while I hang out here, and I
would
around.
Actually probably be pretty cool with that.
But like if Robert and I went over and we were like, you just need to stay back in your bedroom, just please don't come out.
I would get it. No,
we're gonna have a good time.
But here's the thing: there are 2 houses on the property because there's the house that my grandparents have, which my parents' dogs
and there's
spend
the house
a
that Ruth built.
good amount of time in that house anyway. Like that's where they chill. But also then it would be where all of a sudden, you know, they have 11 acres. The dogs, if they have to go outside, my grandparents aren't going to go walk the fucking dogs. They're both in their
True.
fucking late 80s, 90s now.
Yeah.
So they just let them outside, and every so often you just hear a scratch, and Brady would be at the front door like, woof, who the fuck is in my house? Because he'd see him, and you're like, oh, fuck, now I have to gather these dogs and get him out of the way, and then grab Brady, and then walk him back down there, and it was a pain in the ass. That was actually my ancillary not cool for this. My main not cool for it was
Pat using ancillary like a big word, Pat.
Bro, SAT vocab. I'm all.
You should
I
make
was all up
you
on
should
that
have
shit.
a thesaurus word of the week, and you just drop it in, and we try and pick it out.
I'm down for that.
We used to do word of the week, and I would tell everybody before the podcast, like I would record it ahead of time, and I would try and just bait Chris or Cole into saying whatever the word was. And it would just be something like I got Cole to say pelican one time, and I can't remember how. Like, no, I was like, what is the team in New Orleans? Damn it, what's their mascot? It's not the Hawks. It's a bird. It's not. And I was like just going through every bird mascot in sports, and he was like, pelican. It's a pelican. It's like, you said the word of the week. You said it.
You should do that with me, but every week just try and make the word phenomenal because you'll get me anyway.
Phenomenal.
But anyway, my main not cool with my sister was she wasn't driving up until Friday. So somehow she had convinced my dad that we're not opening presents until Saturday. And I was like, this is fucking bullshit. Just because we can just not open her presents. And then we can do that then. He was like, no, we're not doing it. You know who was more pissed about it than me? My fucking
Your
grandma.
brother?
No, my grandma. No, my brother was pissed too because he's always a dick about it.
He always seems pissed.
My
By the way, I tried to explain to somebody else that had sort of heard our segment of the best of where he does not have a bank account, and they were like, so Pat's brother doesn't have a bank account, and he was just like, wait, what? And I had to, like, he was me. I was you explaining to me that your brother doesn't have a bank account, and I was saying exactly what you're doing, and they were just like, wait, what?
You know
how?
You know what's awkward about that too? When I have to Venmo like the bookie money and shit, I don't know what to put as the tagline. Sometimes I just write Andrew. Sometimes I just
That's all you gotta do.
I just put like a money emoji.
Oh, this is, since we're in Not Cool, this add on to this Not Cool. Emma was doing drawings for people around Christmas of like family members, and somebody sent to them. I'm not gonna name them by name, but they may be listening. And they were like, "Greetings from Pyeongchang," and they put 2 North Korean flags on it, and Venmo withheld the payment and said that they thought that it could have been a suspicious transaction, and for them to review their payment to Emma. Emma didn't say anything. Emma received a payment that said, "Greetings from Pyeongchang," and had 2 North Korean flags in it. And it was like, okay, that's it. And it's like, I can't tell you how many people on Venmo, like, because I only like look at like what people post, like when you send money to somebody, and it's like, for a good time. And it's like hand stuff.
My brother's buddy who's a ginger,
all,
I'll just be like, down payment for a soul.
Well, but yeah,
shit like
but, like,
that
that's like all my Venmo payments are just like jokes or just emojis. And so now it's like exclusively going to be emojis and not anything that seems controversial. So like it'll be like, if it's for football, just be like football.
Yeah. So but
just put in a
to
money
finish
emoji.
up the not cool is just, the person who was most angered about it was my grandmother, because she loves presents. Like New Year's Eve, we gave her a couple just to fucking calm her down.
Yeah.
Because she was like, wait, no, we're not doing this for another 4 days, right?
What is this, Hanukkah?
And and my dad was like, yeah, we're not opening without Cassie. And my grandma was like, give me my fucking present. Like, she didn't say it this way, but she was like,
no,
give me my fucking presents. Like, she doesn't play around with it. Like I said, she's 92 now, I think. And she's like, yeah, I've been on this earth for 92 fucking years. I've been very active in the church for my entire goddamn life.
I know a few things.
I deserve these presents. When it's Christmas Day, you will give me my presents.
Just give me what I fucking asked for.
So then we were like, we were fucking with my sister all week. Like, shit, I'm sorry to tell you, Meme says you're out of the fucking will.
Ooh.
Because you delayed her presents.
She was probably not happy about that.
Don't delay a 92-year-old woman's presents who loves presents, because guess what? Even if she just jokingly writes you out of the will and plans to change it,
She really could, though.
shit might happen and you might not fucking get it done.
Yep.
So, yeah, but I'm very secure in the fact. Also, I'm the youngest, so I'm very confident I'm going to get the most in the will.
Yeah.
Over both of my parents and my
That's
3
true.
siblings. I'm the favorite. I'm the best. I'm the most cuddly. I'm the cutest. I'm not the best looking, but I am the cutest.
So that's you're not cool.
Those are my not cools.
B
Robert,
jokes.
what about you? Were you the one that wrote not Alex?
No, I didn't write that.
I wrote. Well, I thought Robert likes to fuck with us on this little review sheet.
I thought that was you when
No,
I wrote
but-
Alex.
I wrote
Also Alex.
Also Alex. I thought Robert also wrote also Alex. So
Yeah,
I
no,
was
because
like,
I
not
wrote
me,
Alex
'cause
and then
I'm
Alex
cool.
again, and then I saw underneath it not Alex. So I thought that was you.
That was me just trying to fuck with you guys.
Oh, you fucking.
Sometimes it's a Google document. It's a Google document.
Yeah.
It's a Google document, so like we can all be on it, like share it at the same time. And sometimes I'll share it, and then like Robert will hop right on it, and I can see that Robert's viewing it.
Yeah.
And like I'll be typing something, and Robert will kind of like fuck with whatever I'm saying, and like make it say something that I didn't say, and it's like
You'll be
son
like
of
writing
so
a
that's,
sentence,
like,
and then in the middle of it, Robert's just like poopy butt.
he doesn't say that, but it'll just be something.
You know,
dumb
another
that
not
I said.
cool, Alex, for writing not Alex in there.
Okay. That's
You're
my
all
15th
over this not cool.
All right, Robert. What about you, buddy?
So I've got 2. One is they're both very annoying.
They're both really not cool.
Yeah.
You could say.
I gotta stop drinking because his always make me laugh.
So I have a cut like on the corner of my mouth.
Oh!
Right here. That-
Oh, it's the worst.
Is it like a chapped lip, or
I
is
think
it?
so. I'd be
Like
like
dead
right here. Yeah.
corner, the
Uh-huh.
dead corner's the worst. Like
You got any bees knees lip balm?
I think I do.
'Cause you got to use that. I'm telling you, it'll fix it in like 2 days.
anywhere else on the lip is it sucks, but the very corner of the mouth,
Yeah.
it's the worst fucking spot because
I-
because it has to constantly open and close. Like on the middle of your lip,
Yeah.
it's just whatever.
Yeah.
But the corner, you're just sitting there not talking, and then you talk, and then it fucking opens again.
Well, you think you fixed it, and then it just like one like yawn just rips it open again.
Yeah, I
the
thought
yawn
it-
destroys it.
I thought it had healed, and then maybe like 2 days ago, I yawned. I had a big yawn, and it just ripped open again and hurt. And so annoying. Every single time I yawn,
And it's like a 2-day fix though. You gotta like not like you just gotta like do the like quiet.
That just reminded me of
Which isn't a
Jackass
full
when they
yawn
gave themselves
and-
paper cuts on that part of the mouth. Oh,
It's the worst. And then also like I would say like the sides, like either side, like where the top and the bottom of your lip like attach is the worst, like you have, and then right in the middle of
Middle's
one,
annoying, too.
specifically the bottom lip is the
I've had one
worst because then it's just
just-
split and it's kind of the same way.
just to the left of the middle, and it healed, and then like 3 days later it split again. And this was while we were on break, and that sucked. But the corners are just by far the worst. Bobby, I'm sorry. Dude.
Yeah,
That's
dude.
a rough
T's and
one.
P's, man.
thank you. And my other one is injuring
Don't
yourself while you're
Open your mouth
asleep.
too much while you're speaking. Is that how you hurt your mouth?
No, so it's,
The other one is entering your mouth.
Well, I didn't want him to hurt his.
Wait,
his
hold
lip.
on. How did you injure yourself while sleeping?
I have no idea. I just woke up and like my upper back
Dream
was
fighting?
like sore.
Hold on. How old are you now?
I'm 24.
Yep. I would say normally 25 is when it starts.
Mine started hitting me at like 29, 30, but it's like if I sleep on the couch, like do you wake up like and you're sometimes like do you sleep sideways?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so I'm a sideways sleeper too.
Yeah.
And like sometimes I'll wake up and you're like hugging onto it, like you have like a pillow in one hand, and it's just like the way your body is like rolled over, and you're just like, fuck, I'm sore
I
the
get
rest
what
of
you're
the day
saying.
like this.
It's not bad, but like you woke up sore, right?
Yeah.
Like not in pain
Welcome
or
to
anything,
growing
but
up.
just sore. At 24, 25 is when that shit starts to start. When you just wake up and you're like, it doesn't really affect you, but you're like, my shoulder's a little sore. Or like right by the shoulder bone right there. You're like, that's a little sore.
That's what it is.
In between
The
the
shoulder
shoulder
bone.
blades
Yeah.
is my
but
big
the
one.
shoulder blade.
that I
That's what
get.
they.
Yeah. Middle of the back.
You're a little sore, but it's not bad. You still walk around about noon. Maybe it walks itself out. You're
You
fine.
foam roll it when you wake up.
I haven't yet, but I should.
Around-
You like do like the self hug and then foam roll the back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that'll kind of help a little
around
bit. And then
28,
stretch.
around 28, 29 is when you wake up and you're just like, dude, what did I do to my shoulder in my sleep? You're like, what? All day long, you're just doing the shoulder roll.
I'm telling you, if I fall
roll,
asleep,
'cause it's in
asleep
fucking
on the
pain.
couch, it's and like usually it'll be like Wheezy's on the couch, Emma's on the couch, we're watching something, and I'll be like the second I like lay down, I'm done, damn it, and I'm always like, don't do this,
Dude,
know
how's
you're-
it? Okay, when you
know
go
you're
to
gonna fall
visit
asleep.
Emma's family, you wake up the next morning because it's a strange bed. It may not hurt, but there's always something, right? Where you're just like a little
Not
bit of.
so much, not
weird-
so much.
Just a little bit of like,
But last
that's
time I
weird.
did fall asleep on the couch, and I woke up and I
Anytime,
had like a weird neck.
for me, it's anytime I wake up in a strange bed. Like
Yeah.
a bed that's not mine.
If I
I'm
sleep
just
in a
like,
bed, usually I'm
ugh.
okay. It's like if it's couches and stuff, and it's like it's not like if like Robert had me like if I was having like a Jerry Jones, Mike McCarthy evening at Robert's house, and he's like, we're gonna have a sleepover, we're gonna tell ghost stories, and then we're all gonna jerk off into shoes or whatever Jerry Jones does.
I don't think Robert does that.
Yeah, Robert doesn't know that story, but it's a Jerry Jones story. Go look at it. Go Jerry Jones jerk off into a shoe, and then you'll find it on the internet. But like if you invited me over, you're like, hey, well, I got a couch, you can crash on the couch. I'm fine doing that. But it's like when I fall asleep watching TV on the couch, where like your head's facing one way, your body's facing to the left, and you're all like twisted up, and then you wake up like that, and you're just like, oh no, this is 2 days. This is 2 days of like I have a crick in my neck, my other shoulder's sore, like my hip is weird right now. Why? I don't know. Like, why is my thumb sore? Like, what happened there?
Even in my own bed, because I sleep with my arm underneath the pillow, I'll wake up in the morning and go to like hit my alarm, and I'm just like, oh shit, oh nothing. Oh, hold on, let me reach my other arm out. Dude, complete dead.
Yeah, it's been 2 days and it still hurts. So like I'm contemplating like
Ooh.
I should go like maybe get a massage or something.
Dude, get a massage, bro.
No, just use raw. No, you've been sitting over there for 2 hours doing nothing. Use Alex's massage gun.
Well, shout out to Robert for not
That's gonna
trying
make a
to
lot of noise.
ruin the audio on the
Yeah.
podcast.
Dude, fuck the audio.
You can use it afterwards. Though,
You
for sure.
do you, boo boo.
You can use it afterwards too. But I have like, all kinds of
just
stuff
use
just
that for
because
5 minutes when we're done.
I have one of those like spike mats where it's like it just like
Fuck. Alex, like, I feel like
I
your-
have, like,
your
stretching
apartment-
stuff.
Your apartment is what happens when you take the catalog from Sky Mall home.
no, it's like a poor Sky Mall.
Well, no, you take the catalog from Sky Mall home, but then you just Google all the things and find them for cheaper other places.
It's got one of those like prongs where it's like it's like a nail bed basically. No, it's like that, but it's like a whole mat. That's just the pillow for it.
I'm just gonna give everybody.
If you're watching the video version of it,
basic.
they have little baby spikes on it, but you're supposed to like lay your whole back on it. And if you lay for 20 minutes, which I've never been able to make it quite to the 20 minutes.
It does not seem comfortable.
It is not at all, but it does feel a lot better if you just give it 5 minutes of that. Like you feel way better when you get up. One, probably because you just stabbed yourself for 5 minutes, and two, because it's supposedly like releasing a bunch of like stuff in your back, so that's good. But yeah,
Nope, don't like that.
those were some good not cools, guys. And I have one that is the worst not cool of all of ours. But I went
inside your own brain.
pretty much is what this is.
Being you.
That is honestly that is one of them. But another one is I went and saw Star Wars, like I said earlier. Saw Star Wars: Last Jedi with Emma the other day.
That's not the name of it.
Rise of Starwalker, Skywalker,
You had 5
Skywalker.
chances and you got it right.
Rise
on
of
the 5th
Skywalker, which is Mufasa's brother after he comes back from the dead. But it's the Rise of Skywalker.
There you go.
Saw that and was pretty stoked about that. We go to this. It's kind of like a lower budget theater. I feel like it's like an old AMC, and you can tell like back in the like early '90s, this was the spot to be.
It was the good
It was the spot to be in the early
They don't have the
'90s.
recline chairs or anything.
Well, this is where we're going that way, but they have like the big like little like like atrium when you walk in. It's like
Yep.
all oh, you can hang out here, and you have the big like outdoor thing where you can tell people used to like hundreds of people would gather around every Friday night for all of the new movies. Hundreds. And now they just have like they've got the bar when you walk in.
Fuck, I want to work at a movie theater.
And they've
now.
got I've heard it's not bad though. And I've heard you get to just watch every movie.
Like, I feel like I could be a manager.
You like
make
a,
decent
no, but
money.
like I wouldn't want to be a manager. I want like a broom guy. You like sweep it up. And
No, I want
also
to be
you watch
no
all
because
so you get paid.
I don't want
guess.
to make $7.35 an hour.
Right, that's true. That's a good point. But
I got a certain standard that I'm used to.
so we got tickets. One, actually, this is an ad. I'm adding this because this wasn't originally what I listed. But I buy tickets off of Fandango now. So I'll just go on the app and be like, okay, I want to go see this movie. And now like you have to like reserve seats. So I feel
specific seat.
I
yeah.
feel weird doing that because like I don't really give a fuck if anybody's sitting in that seat. I'll just sit in the first seats I find, and like I have yet to be told like, hey, these are our seats. But they do a really good job. Like so anyways, it's an older theater, but I bought like it was the 6:45 showing I thought I bought, and I didn't realize I bought the 6 p.m. showing to it. So like I got out of the shower and I was like getting ready.
Wait, you thought you bought movie tickets for 6:45 in the morning?
No, 6:45 at night. 6:45 at night. So it's like 6 p.m. I got out of the shower. I was like, hey, you ready to go? And then like I got a notification on my phone. It's like, oh, your movie's starting. And it was like, no, it's not. And then I looked at the ticket, and I got 6 o'clock tickets instead of 6:45. Why did I think 6:45? I don't know. I don't know why I thought
you were going to
6:45.
say like
No,
you
but
thought it was 6:45 a.m. and it was 6:45
no.
p.m.
So I already bought like the wrong tickets that I'm not making it to that show. So I was like, fuck, all right, I'm already eating $30 here. And I was like, well, we've already rewatched the most recent 3 episodes of Star Wars and Solo because you said it was that good, which yes, it was very good. It was
Solo was great.
It was very good.
Lando,
and just
Bro,
you said
Childish
Lando makes
Gambino,
it.
dude.
You said that Donald Glover makes it, and holy
told
shit,
you,
it's got the
dude.
same fucking cadence. And then when you see,
dude, like,
when
that's it. The
is that a
voice
spoiler to
cadence
say
and
that?
everything.
Is it a spoiler to say that he's in the next movie? And we're not saying what he does.
No.
He's in the.
No. It was widely known that Lando's in the
well,
finale.
Lando.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I don't know.
Yeah, no,
I
it's
think
widely
people get
known.
mad. But Lando, it's been out for like a month now, so you should have been able to see it. But Lando Calrissian's in like the actual Lando Calrissian's in the final movie, and it's like, god damn it, that cadence was 100% what it was.
Especially because he plays it so well as a younger, cockier Lando.
Yeah.
Dude.
And just you see how he meets Chewie and all that.
I told you, dude.
It
I
was
told you
exactly
how
what
good
you
that
told
one
me.
was.
I'm very
Not
glad we
as
watched
good
it.
as Rogue One, but still a great movie.
It was right there with Rogue One, I thought.
I'm not mad at that.
I'd
I
say
think
Rogue One and then right after, like
like
not
a
too far.
1A, 1B.
Yeah.
Maybe like a 1A, 2A.
Okay,
would be
that's
it for
cool.
me.
But like Rogue One is definitely better. But we watched Solo, and then we watched Force Awakens, Last Jedi, and we were ready to go see Rise of Skywalker. Walker, obviously.
Skywalker.
Rise of Starwalker. No, it's Starwalker now.
Somebody's been drinking
Rise,
some beers.
the Rise of Starwalker. But
Sounds
so,
like an offshoot porno.
so we had to buy other movie tickets, and I was like, "Fuck! All right, well, we're gonna go to the same theater. We're just gonna go to like the 8 p.m. or 8:30 showing, and we go to see that. And like I told you, it was like an old movie theater that like you could tell used to be awesome back in the day. But like we went and saw a movie in 3D one time, and I was like, I don't think these are 3D. Like we had the glasses on, and I took the glass.
I don't like 3D movies.
But I don't like them either. But so I'll go see IMAX
Especially-
movies over 3D 100% of the time. But I remember we had the glasses on, and they were like the fancy glasses, like the plastic ones, and like I took them off. I was like, I can still see it fine. Like this isn't. I don't think this is 3D.
Usually there's like a little fuzz on the.
No,
perimeter.
it wasn't really though. So it was like there was a tad bit, but it wasn't like.
You should have called the
super.
Better Business Bureau.
No,
Like,
I'm not
these
gonna do that. I don't give a
motherfuckers.
fuck. I paid for like $15 for a ticket. I'm cool with it. Whatever.
$15 for a ticket is a lot.
But it was Star Wars, so it's like I would have paid $30 for a Star Wars ticket myself.
Wait,
You know?
for 3D?
Just
Star
no, for
Wars?
just I would if Star Wars charged $30 per ticket, I would have paid it
Oh, I mean,
because
I
it's
would've
Star
too.
Wars. So it's like you got me on that one. It's the last one of the series. I want to see it, and so we got those. Went in there, and they've redone some of the insides of the theaters, and it's still kind of like stinky and like not the cleanest theaters.
they have-
but
okay,
also
so they have the reclining
they
seats now.
had put in new reclinable chairs.
Everyone's got them now.
I have never been in one of the reclinable chair places. I have been in one where you can kind of lean the back of your chair back, but never where you can recline the
dude,
legs.
Wait till you go to a good one.
So yeah, like I heard that iPick is
Like-
awesome, but
like,
iPick is also
okay,
like $100 million to go to see like a movie at all.
So this isn't going to
I'm not
mean
gonna do
anything to
that.
most of you, but okay, the one on Grand Parkway and I-10, the Cinemax or
Mm-hmm.
Cinemark. That one,
Way to just
is like-
rule out half of our listeners.
yeah,
at
is
least
a legit one. Then there's the Katie Mills
five,
one.
five,
Katie
six.
Mills, which is whatever the fuck it is. They have them, but it's like a 75% as good. So like when I book movies, I try and make sure to book them for the Cinemark because I'll still go to the other place, but like you're just like, this is noticeably not as good.
Okay, so all of that long, bullshit, worthless, pointless story to tell you that I get into it and I see like, okay, well, what are these
I
chairs?
forgot this was a not cool.
Yeah, these chairs are really nice. These chairs are really nice. These are awesome. And it's like, oh, they're reclinable. And I see like there's a little like image on like the right armrest.
Yeah.
And it's got like it's like, oh,
It's
like,
a guy.
it's got a
you're
guy
like, oh, this-
reclining.
Press this down to kick the legs. Press this
Did
down to
not
kick the...
see. I did not realize it was a press down thing. I thought it was one of those like your parents' armchair where you're just like you push the arms out, you push the leg out, and you slide back. So I keep trying to do that, and my chair is like rocking back, and I feel like an idiot. So I stopped, and then I was like, I'm just gonna hang tight until the movie starts and it's dark. So I can do that. But I was like, obviously these work. And I'm like looking to the right and the left of me and I see people with their chairs fully reclined. And I was like, what the fuck is this?
Oh
What
my
the fuck
God.
is this? And like during like so it was 30 minutes exactly of commercials.
How
we
have
watched.
you never been into it?
I was telling
These have
Robert,
been
I think
around
this
for
was the
5 years, dude.
I was telling Robert, I was like, this is probably the second movie I saw in a theater all year. I couldn't remember the last movie I saw. Couldn't remember the last movie besides Game Night. I think was like Game Night or
That's
Jurassic
right.
Park,
It was
the first one.
You've seen Game Night in theaters.
Well, it was just like Emma and I were going on a date night, and like so we went to go see Star Wars, and we did that, and then I was like, how the fuck, like, why won't this work? And I was like I'm gonna break this goddamn chair if I can't figure this out. And then I kind of like frustratingly was like. What the fuck? And I used my like wrist and slammed down on the thing,
it moved?
and then no, it didn't move. But the little light where like the buttons are, it turned red, and like I could see the little man in the picture like light
Well, it
up,
looks like
and
a-
then I
like
saw
a
an up
declining
and
man with the little arrows.
right, but then I saw an up and down arrow, and I was like, oh, is it a button? And I hit it, and it went like the back of my chair went back, and then I hit the other one, and it went out, and I was like, it took me fucking like 45 minutes to figure this out. Am I
Hold on.
100 years old?
Was Emma already reclined?
Emma
or
didn't
she
recline. Emma
know?
said she didn't want to recline. So I was like, yo, Emma, you should recline. Then who knows?
Dude,
what could
I've
happen.
been reclining for easily 4 or 5 years.
One, it's the coolest feeling in the world. Like it was cold, nice and cold in the theater. I had a hoodie on because it was cold outside too. So I just had like my hands in the hoodie pockets, and you're just like, oh, I'm nice and warm. I'm laid all back
I don't even
watching
own a
fucking
hoodie
Star
right
Wars.
now, dude.
It was. Oh, you should buy a PTG hoodie. You can get it at PassForGameMerch.com.
It's a little too small for me.
Pastronaut hoodie, dude. Dude, keto diet. You're looking great. I think you can
I'm
fit
working
into it.
on.
I think you can fit into it.
No, my reward is
I think that goes up to 3XL.
2.
On the hoodie?
2.
Okay.
I know. I'm. That's gonna be my reward once I get ready for it. That's gonna be my reward.
You
is
might get the
PG.
sweatshirt.
No, trust me.
The
I've
sweatshirt
looked at
goes
it.
to
I
3.
want it bad.
The
But
sweatshirt
it doesn't
might go
have
to
the
3.
fucking
Yeah.
hoodie. I want the
Yeah.
hood. I want the hoodie pocket,
Pockets
bro.
are gold, and the hoodie is just
No, but
warm as fuck.
that's the one thing that I like. Like the good theater, like it's or the upscale of them when it like reclines back and your legs will kick out even farther. But you can do just legs or just back too. So
That's what you could do both. You could do both.
Now at the Katie Mills one, the AMC, it'll kick out and like if you're laying back, the seats will literally like maybe just because I'm fat, it'll just start to sink back farther like on your head, and you're like, this is not the angle I want to be.
But I just felt like I was like, am I 75? Like,
Yes, you are. No, you're my brother. You know
How did I not know how to
You're
figure-
worse than my brother. My brother can figure out this technology, and you can't.
I just felt like such an idiot, and it was like nobody
you are
saw
an
me.
idiot.
Like
You are an
Emma was
idiot.
there. Emma saw me, but like Emma doesn't give a fuck. But like it was just like I felt like such a dumbass in my own head. I was like, I
'Cause
just have
you
to
are
tell
a
everybody that
dumbass.
I'm an idiot, and I can't figure that out. So yeah, that's my not cool is that I can't figure out how reclining seats work. There's a fucking button. There's a fucking button. I'm trying to do it all manually, like muscle my way into like
literally
pushing the
just a
chair back
button.
as far as I
You're
can.
so
like
dumb.
an idiot.
You're so dumb and
God, that was
spectacular.
dumb. Thank God Star Wars was a kick-ass movie, though. If you got any answers to this question,
Ooh.
there's no such thing as a stupid question.
Just stupid
nope,
people?
there's not. There's
Yes,
nobody's
there
stupid.
are stupid people.
Nobody's stupid. But if you have
yes.
any kind of question at all, if you see it on the internet, if you got a high thought, you just have something you're thinking of in the shower, you're like, I wonder what the gang at PTG would think about it. Hit us up at Pass the Gravy Pod using the hashtag PTG Answers. You can also email them to us, answers@passthegravypod.com. But we look at Twitter first, so hashtag PTG Answers is the best way to do it, at Pass the Gravy Pod. I'm at Alex J. Middleton. Pat's at Not Pat Dan. Robert is at Robert Barbosa03. Let's get into it.
Barbosa.
Here we go. Answers. Are we going to play, guys?
Well, if you just answered the question, why don't you just answer the question? Be honest, no big deal. Yeah, answer the question.
Don't change the subject, just answer the fucking question.
All right.
questions?
All right.
just-
No, I'm
you
trying
forgot
to stay into the 2019 mentality of where I just interrupt David S. Pumpkins over and over again. But let's get right to it. Our first answers question of the year comes from our podcast son, Skylar Lester. Oh my God, it's Skylar! At OMG, it's Skylar. He says, does the Kool-Aid man move into bigger pitchers as he outgrows them, like a hermit crab?
No, he is the size he is. It's just that picture
Does he
itself.
not start as like a jug? He can't just turn into like a jug, maybe?
no, like maybe as a
Or a
child
cooler
he was.
eventually. Kool-Aid coolers or whatever.
No, it says,
right?
does he as he keeps growing? I don't think he keeps growing. The size he is the size he is. No, maybe as a child he was the Kool-Aid pitcher.
I mean, I guess you could like that's how you can determine if you're a Kool-Aid man or woman or Xi
Actually,
or
no,
Z.
I take it back.
You can determine whether or not your kid's fat or not just on the size of the pitcher you
No,
pour him into.
there are no. The Kool-Aid man was birthed as the Kool-Aid man. Like he
He
is
was
the
a
size
man.
he is.
But he had to be a boy at some point.
No, he was the immaculate
He
conception.
was sugar. He was just sugar
He
and
was
water.
He was just birthed into existence the way he is. There was a factory fire and the right amount of sunlight came in there, and then some sugar exploded into it, and then there was some Kool-Aid, and then there was glass, and it all exploded, and then the Kool-Aid man was birthed. There's no Kool-Aid woman or Kool-Aid children or anything. There's the Kool-Aid man. He is a singular entity, much like Iron Man from the Black Sabbath song. He is a singular entity, and he is what he is, which is why it explains why he can bust through walls as a glass pitcher, because that's not glass. It's a highly translucent adamantium shell.
I would just like to think that he does do that though. That would be hilarious to find a way. Like it's
It
like, you
would
know,
be
like when you
funny,
had to
but
change a fish's like water out, like you gotta like pour the Kool-Aid into like just a bunch of cups and then just get a bigger, just like a bunch of Dixie cups and just get a bigger pitcher. Like that would be funny. Like the mom or dad has to run to the store.
You just give him split personalities every time he gets poured into different
Yeah.
cups.
I'm gonna go yes, just because I like the thought of
That
that.
sounds
So,
funny,
yes.
but I think he is a singular entity.
Robert, what do you think? We need you to be the tiebreaker in this one. Like, do you think he
yeah, we
outgrows it like a
need
hermit
Robert's
crab?
take on this.
No, I'm actually with Pat on this one.
God damn it.
No.
Well, excuse me for liking the fun option.
Sorry, we are logical men.
All right, well,
This
whatever.
is a
I'll
science-
be illogical.
Above all, this is a science podcast.
Well, luckily, Nicholas in Iowa's here to bring us back down to earth because he's got a real world question for us. Nicholas in Iowa, welcome back and happy 2020 to you, buddy. He says, do I really need AC when I can just sleep on my air hockey table?
Yes. Yes.
I would
Yes,
say
you
no
need AC.
because that's like, you
Oh, I'm
just
sorry.
turn that bad boy on. It's the winter, so no, you probably don't need AC anyways.
Okay, well,
What if he
here's
lives
what
in
we're gonna do, Alex.
Wisconsin?
We're going to turn off your electricity this summer, and we're going to give you an air hockey table with a generator.
Life
You're
hack.
going to sleep on that.
Life hack. Turn your entire flooring in your entire house into just an air hockey
Would not
floor.
work.
It's just blowing up little pockets. That'd be awesome. Do you know how awesome that would be to have your entire floor be an air hockey floor? You could play air hockey at any point in the time
Okay.
in time you're in your house, anywhere in your house.
You
You could be taking a shit playing air hockey.
Your feet and ankles would be cool.
It's just blowing air, not blowing cold air.
Oh, lawyered!
blowing enough air.
Lawyered, son.
You
would
like
be-
I
no.
think you're gonna save. I think you're gonna save a lot of
You
money.
know where that would
Nicholas.
work? Maryland,
Wisconsin,
Wisconsin,
I said that
Minnesota. You know where that won't work? Texas, Florida,
Well, I don't know.
Alabama,
How
Mississippi,
do we know where Nicholas
Nevada.
lives? I don't know where Nicholas lives.
Okay, he's in Iowa.
Is it in? I think his last name is in Iowa.
Yeah, it's probably not going to work there either.
Do you think he's? Is it Nicholas in Iowa?
No, it's
No, it's
in
INIOW.
Yeah,
I mean, it
Nicholas,
says
no.
Iowa in it.
No, that won't work, dude. You're going to be so hot. You're going to sweat through
What if
every.
he's from Iowa and it's
You-
really been Nicholas in Iowa
That'd be
for
dope.
3 years?
That'd be dope, and I hope that's it. Let us know if that is what it is, because I want you to link up with another dude
I'll be
that I
very-
know that's in Iowa on
I'll
Twitter.
be very embarrassed
But
if
by
that's
the way,
the
yeah,
case.
if
I hope
dude,
not.
no, it won't. You know why? Because if that was
Nicholas
the case and you
in
live in
Iowa.
Texas and you try to do that, you would sweat through so many pairs of underwear, you'd have to throw them out every week.
What if you got your walls and your floors turned into just air hockey tables?
Wouldn't work.
Debatable.
Heat permeates that shit, dog.
I'm gonna say yes, but again, I'm in the
Because you
minority
don't-
again because
you are
I'm
not a child
I'm
of
the
science. You don't
guy that's
understand
just
these
down
things.
for fun. Excuse me. Excuse
No,
me.
I
for
would love
having
to
fun.
play fucking air hockey all over my house.
Your
You know
bed
what
is
I-
an air hockey table.
But you know what I would love more? Not passing out from heat exhaustion because my house is blowing fucking warm air all over the walls and has no air conditioning.
Okay. Our next answers question comes from our buddy Brandon Whitehead. Excuse me. I'm skipping ahead to Brett's question. Brandon Whitehead at Brando Whitehead on Twitter says, if you were a character from Forrest Gump, who would you be and why?
No, I know somebody answered this that I would be Bubba.
You would be Bubba?
I don't see it, though. I don't see it.
You'd be Lieutenant Dan.
I was going to say,
Pat would be Lieutenant
if
Dan.
anything, I'd be Lieutenant Dan because of the anger.
Who would I be? I feel like this is one that we can't evaluate ourselves. It's got to be the rest of the group has to evaluate us for us. Robert, have you seen Forrest Gump?
I don't think I've seen all of it. I think I've seen bits and pieces.
Well,
here
it's
and
actually
there.
like a 95-hour movie, so yeah. Like I feel like it's really always just on TV,
I mean,
and like nobody's ever.
You
watched
have
it
the
all in
facial
one
hair
sitting.
of running Forrest.
I was running Forrest, actually, for Halloween this year.
But you wouldn't be Forrest.
Why
I'm
not? Why not?
Because you're not Forrest.
What makes you say that?
No, I get why I would be Lieutenant
What
Dan.
makes you say I'm not
because I get
Forrest?
angry at fucking everything. I'm
Can I
trying
be
to,
Bubba? I want to be Bubba. I like gumbo. I like shrimp.
I don't think you have the
her
culinary
name Becky?
knowledge.
What?
Is it Becky? Who's the chick?
I don't know, but she had AIDS at the end.
You want AIDS?
No, that's you.
No, I don't want AIDS.
You could be Forrest.
Jenny.
Jenny.
Jenny, that's it.
Jenny.
I love you, Jenny.
I love you, Jenny.
You could be Forrest's son, the AIDS baby.
No, I don't want to be the AIDS baby.
I'm trying to think of his other friends.
I would
along the-
obviously be the Black Panther guy.
Who would his who were his other friends throughout the movie? Look, you know who you would be? You'd be one of the random dudes that started running with him, but you'd only make it like down the main street of whatever street he was
I
running.
would be.
You'd run with him.
No. I
You'd
got it.
run
I
with him
figured
for
it
like
out.
700 yards.
I figured
You'd
it out.
fucking give
I
up.
would be President Kennedy, obviously, because I go to Dallas and Dallas is my kryptonite, and it just killed me because it's like, God damn it. All right, well that was it for me. I'd be President Kennedy in Forrest Gump, and that's it, right?
I'm okay with that. Yeah.
I'm okay with that. But who'd Bobby Jokes be?
Actually,
All right, you're
Bobby
You're
Jokes would be
Lieutenant Dan.
Bobby Jokes would be LBJ. From the one scene when he's like, how's it feel to be I believe it was LBJ.
I had a lot of Dr. Pepper.
I got to take a pee. And he turns and goes, I believe he said he had to take a pee.
I got
Started
shot by a
laughing.
bullet in my butt.
Wait, no, Bobby Jokes. No, who would Bobby Jokes? Bobby Jokes, I want to say he'd be one of the runners too, but I don't feel like Bobby Jokes is a long distance runner.
I don't think Bobby Jokes is like, but that doesn't have to be the only defining quality of him.
Bobby Jokes would be the guy videotaping him when he's playing ping pong.
Or the opponent. The guy that taught him how to play ping pong.
Oh,
Ooh, I don't know.
Damn, that's a hard one. Like I you know what?
I have no
I gotta
idea, man.
I gotta rewatch the movie and then I could come up with characters for us. But it's been so long.
It's
I've
been a
seen
minute.
Forrest Gump 100 times.
Bobby Jokes to be Bubba. Bobby Jokes to be Bubba, and I'll tell you why Bobby
No.
Jokes. No. Just hear me out. Hear me out.
No.
Bobby Jokes. I didn't know Bobby Jokes. Bobby Jokes came up to me. I was,
He's not.
and Bobby,
Bubba.
you can weigh in on this too. I was blitzed at a St. Patrick's Day Rod Ryan show event, and I remember you were like, "Hey, I watched your podcast. I like your podcast. I was wondering if you'd like a video, like a thing."
He
like that. And I was
lied. He
kind of
did not
like
like
Joe
this
Rogan,
podcast.
and then I was like, "Hey, I may not remember this. I want you," and I think I said whatever it was. I was like, specifically tell me I told you to say this, and I said something like I was like, it was like, "Hey, tell me your drunk ass is gonna email me or something like that," and you did it, and I was like, I remember talking to him. I do remember talking to him. And I was like, so you're doing like, and that's how we set up the whole like. That's why Robert works for us. Robert met me like you did something for the Rod Ryan show originally, and then you saw me out at the St. Patrick's Day thing, and like Robert wasn't like forced upon me. Robert was just something that naturally happened, and like Robert is Bubba. That's sitting at the bus stop, and drunk Alex sits down.
So
and
Robert did not force himself upon you.
Robert's a great guy. He wouldn't do that. He's a gentleman. And Sam, that's why Sam's been with him so long. But
No, I feel like if I rewatch, I need to rewatch
I'm getting
it
on the
and I'll be able
bus.
to tell you guys.
Nobody wants to sit with me because that was the whole Forrest thing. If I was Forrest, I'm getting on the bus. Everyone's like, seats taken. Seats taken. And Robert's like, you can sit by me. I like video. Video's a lot of fun. I can shoot video podcasts, video weddings, video radio stuff. Like Robert's that guy, but it's not Gumbo. Video is his.
Here's
Gumbo.
the main problem with this is I think the movie itself doesn't lend itself character-wise to our personalities.
Why would you say I wouldn't be Forrest, though, Pat? Back to that.
Well, first of all, because Forrest is an extremely talented person.
He's very, very good at running.
No, I just
And
mean
you know I'm
in all
not.
aspects of life, he's talented.
I mean, he was a D1 football player. He played for Alabama, for
Yeah.
Pete's sakes.
He played for fucking what's his name? Bear Bryant.
Pre-Saban.
Bear
The
Bryant.
original Nick Saban.
Now, like I said, he was an extremely talented person in many aspects of life. None of us fit that description.
I'm pretty good at ping pong.
I bet I can beat you, and I'm not that good. I had some buddies that were really good where I thought I was okay at ping pong, and they used to dominate.
Did you used to play when you were in the Army?
Were you in the Army?
Well, I played Call of Duty a lot in high school, and I had friends with ping pong tables. So yes,
no. So no,
a little bit.
I now I see where Lieutenant Dan works for me.
Lieutenant Dan does
because there's a base layer
minus the ice cream portion.
But here's
of
the
it
thing,
because
there's-
you would have definitely taken the
there's-
ice cream and
there-
not been a
there-
dick to me
there's
if
a-
I was like
there-
Lieutenant Dan.
Lieutenant Dan works for me because there's a base layer of just anger, but also at the heart of it, you know, he's a pretty good guy. But there's a lot of anger that goes along with it. I don't think there's another character that fits either one of you that fits like that well for you guys.
By the way,
I think it's just the
fellas,
wrong movie.
Let me just point this out. So I told you guys
So let's say I'm Lieutenant Dan, and then these guys, there's not one that fits them in that movie. Because I'm trying to think of characters. Like, there's the guy that tries to grab Jenny while she's naked playing the guitar. You guys wouldn't do that. You're respectful of women.
Right. The gravy,
There's the protester
Gravy
speech
Gang
guy
member
that
would've
brings
fought that
him
guy.
up. There's the dickhead Black Panthers guy that hits Jenny. That's not who you guys are.
Wait,
That movie is basically
Martin Luther King was in it, right?
no.
Wasn't he?
I don't think so. No. At the MLK speech, there was a guy that did that.
I was just say.
But then there was
Because
like,
I would have loved to be.
there was
to have
like
been Martin Luther
Forrest
King out of us.
and Lieutenant Dan and Bubba were really the only 3 good guys in that movie.
Yeah.
But like, you guys don't fit Forrest or
Robert's Bubba.
or
I think
Bubba.
Robert's Bubba. I think Robert is definitely Bubba.
He's not.
I don't know who I am. Besides the Black Panther guy, obviously, I'm probably the Black Panther.
Oh,
guy.
the Black Panther guy that hits Jenny?
No, not
So
that
you're
guy.
a
Not
woman
that guy.
beater.
Not that guy. I'm the other guy.
Sorry, I ruined
I'm
your
not
Black
the leader.
Panther
I'm not the
party.
leader of the party. I'm just like the
You
other
think
guy.
you're an actual Black Panther.
Well, I support them, so whatever. I mean, I've been to a zoo and I've seen a Black Panther. In
I don't
real
think
life,
you
so
understand what the Black Panther
I don't
stand
think
for,
I
bro.
do either, but
That's what I'm saying.
whatever.
It's a bad movie comparison.
I'm just trying to throw my name on random. It
say-
has been a long time since
I'm
I've
gonna
watched
say
a 4.5 hour movie.
I think we agreed that I'm Lieutenant Dan.
Yeah, and
And
Robert
I don't-
is Bubba. I think
No.
Robert's Bubba.
I don't think it's a good
Robert's
comparison.
Bubba.
Give
And,
us
and I'm JFK.
Hey,
I'm JFK.
Find another movie and ask us who we are, and I'd be more than happy
No.
to. I don't.
Pat is Lieutenant Dan. Robert's Bubba. I'm John F. Kennedy. Done. Like open shut case right
if
there.
you say so, buddy.
All right, our next answers question comes from Brett Brandon. This is the I was gonna read his question first, but I didn't. I read him out of order.
Yeah, you tend to do that.
Brett Brandon. He was in the running for Rookie of the Year. Now he's out of the running. Like, Josh Tree was like, I can't wait to go back to back for Rookie of the Year. I was like, I don't think you realize how Rookie works, man. You can't
Create a new account.
Rookie. He just makes himself like Jim Tree, and it's like, wait, I guess
Tree
that
Josh.
counts. But if I know it's you, I'm not gonna give you the award. Brett Brandon at Price of a ZJ says, which is honestly like best Twitter handle of the year. We should
How
give
did
him
we
a
not
grade for
have that? How did we not have
Because
that?
everybody will just change theirs to be silly at that point, and it's like,
Okay, but
I
that would
just-
be
like,
great.
this has been the GOAT since before.
Bro,
like,
you're
we even
you're
thought
an
about
honor,
it.
You're an honorary gravy.
Yeah,
winner.
well, you're an honorary gravy award winner, but like we didn't. It took us because I remember saying Price of As J for like a month and a half before.
Yeah,
was like,
you should
know,
have
it's Price
corrected us
of a
by then.
ZJ from Beer Fest, right? And I was like,
and then once we realized
made
we're like,
so much sense.
How are we so stupid that we did not get that?
That's how
because
I
the
fell in
first
love with
the
Brett.
first word of everything is capitalized.
Brett and I.
So we should have
that's how I
known
was like, I
Price
get
of
you, bro.
A Z J. We should have
Well, I
known
started
that.
doing that now, so like when I'm reading it back,
Yeah, we're dumb.
That's better. But Brett Brandon at Price of a ZJ says, do you think Kevin Bacon refers to his nipples as bacon bits?
If he doesn't, I don't know what he's doing with his life.
Yeah, that's open shut again, like the last one, obviously.
Twist
open.
my bacon bits.
Yeah, you want those bacon bits, girl.
No, that's not what he would say.
No, like when she
no
wants
girl
them.
wants a
When
man's
she
nipples,
wants them. Well,
but he
no,
would.
dominatrix might. She wants to pinch
but
them.
he would say, "Twist my bacon
All right,
bits."
whatever.
Just give me a little. Give me a
Yeah.
little bit that
I'm
hurts.
gonna taste some of that bacon.
No.
He always says you want to taste some of that bacon before he like puts his whatever in her mouth. You know what I'm saying? You want some of that bacon.
You want that pork, baby?
And when he finishes, does he call it bacon grease?
He should. I'm about to bacon grease all over
Oh,
you.
you got bacon grease all over your face. Sorry,
Don't cook with this.
you got bacon grease coming out of every hole.
What? No.
I don't know.
No.
He's got
no,
little
not
brothers.
that.
He's got brothers. I don't know. Maybe the brothers saying, I don't know what they're into, dude. I'm trying to make funny jokes. I don't really care if it's
There's
realistic.
not bacon grease coming out of every hole. That is
Could've
shocking.
been. It could have been.
That is horrifying.
You don't know.
No.
You don't know her life. All right. So
He
that was the
should.
weird one.
He should.
He
That's
should
the
refer
answer.
to his nipples as bacon bits if he does not already, Brett. Very good question. And then our final question
I love
of
this question.
the week comes from our reigning Past the Gravy podcast, Gravy's award-winning MVP, none other than Tadathan Voss. short
Todd-a-thon.
for Todd Voss at as
AKA
underscore
Hot
scene
Toddy.
underscore by underscore TV. Todd Voss, also the reigning Rod Ryan Show fresh out of bed head-to-head champion,
Champion.
Tournament of Champions champion. So he's like the champion.
Champion.
The
Champion.
of
Champion.
champions. But Todd Voss says, if you employ one half of a set of conjoined twins, are you obligated to pay them both?
No.
This
No.
threw me for a loop.
No, you're
yesterday
paying one
on
of
Twitter,
them.
I'm not gonna lie.
But here's the thing. You're only paying one of them, or
Because
employing one of
what
them.
if they're
you pay one of
both
them.
sort of doing work?
Then one of them is doing it for free. What? It's a waste of resources.
What
if
was the
you're
Matt
not paying
Damon
both of them.
movie? Matt Damon.
Stuck to You.
Stuck to you.
Stuck to You. It was Matt Damon and some actor that you've never fucking heard of also. But here's the thing.
Matt Damon conjoined twin movie. It was called Stuck on You.
Stuck
Very
on
close.
You, damn it.
Very close.
I was pretty close.
Very close.
Which, by the way-
Greg Kinnear.
Oh, never mind. Fuck. God damn it.
No name. No name. Ever heard of Greg Kinnear?
Yeah, that's what's crazy how bad this movie was, that there was those two huge name actors. How the fuck did they get them to
So
do that
I
movie?
do remember he Matt had to work and the other one didn't get paid. So that is
No,
100%.
Matt was he was an actor.
He was an actor, and
of
Greg
them.
Kinnear.
Actually, Greg Kinnear might have been the one that wanted to be an actor. Matt Damon didn't.
Right, but I do remember one of them was doing one thing and the other one had to just hang out, and it was they didn't both get paid. So no, you should not
but
be
here's the thing.
obligated to pay both.
Here's the thing: if you're gonna hire somebody in that situation, you need to hire somebody for office work. Because bam, you put two.
Get a secretary too, because
Dude,
if they're filming on one thing,
Dude,
get a secretary in the
you
other.
put them in a cubicle. Imagine the productivity you could get out of these guys. Bam, they're right there. They have to be there
It's true.
all
Very
the
true.
time. If you're gonna hire one of them, you gotta hire both.
Conjoined twins.
Because then
That's
you're
a
going to have
crazy
one
thing,
guy
man.
that's just hanging out, not working, who's going to distract other workers. Now, if you're only employing one of them and the other guy's cool and he's just chilling, not distract, you only pay the guy that you're paying to do the job.
Remember that movie when they get
But you
separated
could get so much
and
productivity.
they
out
can't
of it.
walk without their balance is all thrown off?
I have no idea what you're talking
the
about.
movie Stuck on You when they both get the surgery to get removed because they're mad at each other.
I never saw the whole thing.
What? It was a good movie, dude.
I saw bits of it and I fucking
It
laughed
was a
my
good movie.
I
Stuck
laughed-
on You guys. Go check
I
that out.
can't
this
believe
week.
I didn't remember that Greg Kinnear.
Go check out that movie.
Was
this week,
the other
guys.
actor.
I think no, you are not obligated to pay both of them, but in today's society, you probably would get sued though by one of them. I was there. Why wasn't I getting paid? It's, well,
Because
you
you weren't
weren't
working.
because it was a construction shite. Construction shite, obviously.
Construction shite.
A construction shite, and obviously you weren't shoveling shit, and your brother was shoveling shit, and so that's why. And he's getting paid because he worked. You didn't
What's
work.
your favorite Greg Kinnear movie?
I don't know, man. What's yours?
Shit, I just lost the name of it as I was asking the question. The one with Jack Nicholson, where he can't step on cracks and everything because he's got a severe. He's a
As Good as It
writer.
Gets?
As Good as It Gets, dude. Oh, Greg Kinnear is so good in that movie, dude. Oh, he plays the artist, and then there's Helen Hunt in there too.
Greg Kinnear's in Invincible.
I don't remember that, but
I didn't
yeah,
remember
dude.
that.
As Good as It Gets, man.
My
Greg,
favorite Greg Kinnear movie would probably be Stuck on You. Stuck on You is probably my favorite Greg Kinnear movie.
oh, holy shit, he was in Blank Man.
Okay, well,
Oh, I take it back. He was the voice of an ATF agent in Beavis and Butthead to America.
well, there you go. We didn't know that, but that's it, guys.
No, I'm still gonna go with.
I'm
As
sorry
Good as
this went so long. We were just rambling about dumb shit. We're just excited to hang out with our buddies again, for our guys for another week. And I hope you guys will stay on board. I promise the episodes will get better from here on. And we're only going up in 2020. Guys, I love you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please share us with a friend. Please go review us on iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, wherever else you can leave reviews. Go roast us in the comments. Just make sure you give us that 5-star review. Screenshot it. If it's not on iTunes, send it to us at PassYourAPod on Twitter so we can like it, and you'll be in the runnings for a Gravies Award. And I'm just glad we're back. I'm glad we're back.
Be the front runner. Send us a review right now.
We'll point that out. We'll
Be
point
a
out
front
that you're
runner.
the front runner is what we'll do. All right? All right?
Love you guys.
You guys are awesome, and I really appreciate you guys sticking around with us in 2020. And I don't know. Like, I'm just happy. I'm happy this is podcast.
I'm so happy to be
This podcast has
back,
gone
man.
on. I am too. But make sure you get some sleep, guys. Don't go party all night. And until we talk to you guys next week, pass the gravy. Yeah, bitches.
Hey.